We're having a great day today. I'm just out burning around the yard. I'm going to have some pine needle tea here in a little bit. And I thought, well, while I'm getting my coals ready, I'll talk a little bit about my great dogs. You know, when you're looking for a family dog, people, they want a dog that's good with kids. You know, they want to have a safe dog for the kids. But they also want those girls are just coming out of heat, so they'll make a little racket. This is Norwegian. Those two are Swedish. The big male is Norwegian. But when you're looking for a family dog, you all got the same criteria starting out. You want a dog that's good with the kids. You want a healthy dog. That's important. You've got to have a dog that's pretty trouble-free. That's handler-focused. You got to have a dog that's handler-focused. And you got to have a dog that can handle the environment and go out and do activities with the family. And you want a dog that's, going to adapt to a wide variety of lifestyles. And you could have one child, you could have a lot of children. And you might have cats, you might have other pets. You want a dog that can fit into that. The Elkhound is extremely gifted in that regard. And so when you look at a healthy dog, of course, this dog's been unchanged for thousands of years, right? And healthy as the day is long. This is over 10 years old, this dog. And you want a dog that gives you no vet costs, right? Obviously, the older the breed is, and this is, the oldest breed's known, you know then that the genetics and the health and all of the aspects of the dog are solid, they're sound, because you don't get these 4,000-year-old dogs if they're not healthy. And this dog, you can look back. I got pictures on my site that go back 100 years. Paso, that are 100-year-old photos, and they show you exactly the same dog. And it's a profound thing for people when they're looking, that they can look back and see that. Now, in Scandinavia, of course, Norway, Finland, Sweden, they all love these dogs as family dogs. This is the preferred dog in Norway. The Swedish is the preferred in Sweden and Finland. But all of them are pretty much identical. The Swede is a little calmer, a little easier going, that sort of thing, but it's also just a tad bit more protective. So it's very, very good for the children, very good for the kids, and just phenomenal farm dog, yard dog, that sort of thing. And they're gifted in the wilderness, so you want to go camping, you want to go hiking, you want to go fishing, doing all those activities. That's what this breed shines for. In the future, people are, and they know it right now, but health aspects of dogs is very, very important. Other breeds are having a tremendously tough time because the dogs weren't preserved properly. They're having issues and that sort of thing. So we're a preservation breeder, so we take pride in our dogs that they're healthy, that they're defect-free, and have no known hip, eye, ear, feet issues, things like that. Those things are really important. And you want a dog that doesn't run up a huge vet bill on you as it ages. You want a dog that just kind of carries right on with you right out to the end ages. And that's crucial for a family, because you don't want any more costs than you can manage, and having a dog that's trouble-free. Now the other, Paso, settle down. He wants out too. Having a dog that's hypoallergenic for a lot of families is important. These are no-odor dogs. So you can have kids that are normally allergic to animals, dogs, and they can come and sit by this dog and be with this dog, and not a problem. I've had quite a few families come out, have the kids sit around the dog, and in any other breeds they would be, in a few minutes their nose would be red, they would be eyes watering, they would be having reactions, and they can sit and play with this dog. I mean, obviously they got a pup, they live with the dog, and zero issues. So very, very nice that way. Now, you can also use these dogs to hunt. That's their, one of their main aspects. But when you come down to hunting, you're only hunting in certain times of the year. The rest of the year, pretty much you're hiking. And this dog is a phenomenal hiking dog for families. When I was a little guy, I was 10 years old. I'd go to the bush logging camp with a logging family, and the male, who was just like that dog, he would go with me, and I would spend the day wandering around the bush. While they were on Saturdays, I would go up to the logging camp. I could always hear the power saws, but I'd be hiking through the bush. I had a little 22 single shot, and that dog and I, we would hike all over. When I get hungry around noon, I'd start getting hungry. I'd make my way back to the cook shack, and dog would go with me. After lunch, we'd go back out again, and that dog, nobody thought a bit about any kind of danger for me, because that dog would not leave my side. He would it would be right with me the entire time, and that's the kind of thing a family wants to look for when they're looking at a family dog. Now, we're getting a ton of snow lately. It's been cold. It's warmed up a bit today, but it's been cool. And this dog is double coat, has no feet issues. You can just go out and get going and camp right out in the snow, sit down in the snow, just hike. Phenomenal that way. Very, very nice for that. It gets along well with other dogs, and it doesn't cause a problem. It's a very confident dog, very powerful dog, doesn't take a bunch of crap from other dogs, but never causes problems. And so you can go to areas where other dogs are, all of that thing. And in Finland they have huge meets, just huge events. There's my big boy. You get over here. He won't stay. He's got to check them out. And they have huge events where they'll have hundreds and hundreds of dogs come out, and they all just get along. Kids come walking in with the dog, and I saw little guys walking in with them big Swedes into the event, and everybody just happy. Just walk right up to other dogs and just having a great time. They're exceptional that way. Now, you can train them in a wide range of activities, but obviously winter-based activities is a really good thing for these dogs. Now, I hike year-round with mine, right? And I hike in some pretty hot temperatures, but I stay in the deep shade when it's really hot. And I do hike them primarily in the mornings and in the evenings when it's cooler on the very peak hot days of summer. But I'm in southern BC, and she can get pretty hot here, and we're fine as long as we're staying in the deep timber right out of the hot sun. We don't go on the open plains when it's real hot in the summer. We just stay in the bush where it's a lot cooler. But in wintertime you can hike the whole time. So exceptional that way. The fact that you can train this dog to hunt, you can train it to pull, you can train it to camp, hike, guard. Yeah, the versatility is unbelievable. And they've been around livestock forever, of course. Riding, look at my daughter. She rides her horse, and the two males are just circling her all day long. They look for the big cats where she's riding, and they just circle around and all day long. It's a it's a great dog for circling around you and hiking, camping. And forestry workers, I got so many of them using these, it's unbelievable. Hey, Paso. Paso. So we have a couple litters coming, and just like this dog, just like Tico, same genetic, and they're going to be excellent pups. Now we've also got some on the ground right now too, and phenomenal dogs. Michael has pups up at his place. We have a co-breeder up north of Edmonton. We got co-breeder Wendy just over here at Creston, and both of them two breeders will be having litters here fast. Michael has pups on the ground now. We have Jamthunds over there, and Wendy has Jamthunds over at her place, but she's going to be having Norwegians too. So we've got pups coming. But yeah, I wanted to talk about this dog as a family dog because so many of our people are families, and it's been such an incredible dog for them. And lots of them are on their fourth Elkhound, you know, third and fourth Elkhound. I get families with grandkids, and they want, the grandparents want another dog because now they got grandkids. They raised all their kids with them, and now they got grandkids coming, and they want the same dog as well. We have a lot of that going on. We have a lot of, I'll say, older retirees just starting to retire, and they know they've got young kids around them at different times, and they know they still want to be active, and they want to have a dog they can trust when those kids come. And they want a dog that's stable, mentally stable, can handle lots of different activities, and the Elkhound's extremely stable. It's one of the smartest dogs in the world, and for good reason, of course. I mean, it can work remotely on its own and tell you where it's at, communicate back and forth, and come back to you and follow. It's geographically aware, all of those things. A very smart dog. So a nice dog for active seniors, mature couples. I have a ton of ladies that have retired, and they have these dogs with them, and it's fascinating how many come and get one of these to have a great dog with them when they do their walks, and keep them, you know, alert around the yard of what's going on, and watch over them at night and stuff like that. And so I got a lot of mature ladies with these dogs, and then of course they got grandkids coming by, they got young kids coming by, so this dog fits that lifestyle really well. I got young families too that are just getting started. They got one child, they're active families, and boy, I'll tell you what, it's a perfect dog. You can put the kid right through school on one dog, you know, and it's phenomenal. Like it'll go right through with them, and that's pretty cool when you can do that. And it's a really good dog for that aspect. So yeah, I wanted to cover some of those things, and can see my fire is getting there. There's my big boy. Hey, nah, he's too busy. There's no stopping a male. He's an active male, full-tilt warrior, and so he's focused on getting in that pen. He would like to be in there. His brother Mon, I could call Mon over here with no problem, but Tico, he don't come as easy from a in-heat female. One of the hardest things to do if you've got a very virile male is to move them off females, to pull them away. And that's an extremely difficult thing to do. And so any other time that dog responds phenomenally well, but when females are in heat, nature takes over. Instincts are there to mate, and he's focused. And so there's no taking him out of there. But the other thing, you know, the health aspects of these dogs, that's a crucial thing these days. These are very, very good, healthy dogs. And so it's really a neat thing to have a dog go with you through life with no issues. And, you know, the grandfather of this dog, after I gave him his boosters there as a pup, he never went back into that. And he lived his whole life, right? Just a good long time, and just laid down by me one day and said goodbye. Phenomenally healthy dog. And her mother, pretty much identical scenario. Same thing, just went right through with no issues and laid down right beside me, and that was the end of it. So yeah, pretty cool. But we'll get rolling here and get my tea brewing, but I wanted to get this out. It was nice out today. I thought, what a great time, and I would do that. I had my stand down here from the other day, so it was easy to do. Now, if you're looking for a female Jamton, I got them. They're just like that stunning beauty right there. And I mean, that is a beautiful dog. That's Vienna. And I've got pups just like Tico coming. Karoo is over with Willow right now, so pups just like that are coming. You want a male like that, you get a hold of us. And I got people on the list already for males like that. I mean, that's a phenomenal dog, that big male. And they're a tremendous dog to hike with. He's active, he's powerful. Yeah, very, very good dog. The males will typically be 55 to 60 pounds, 22 inches, and females will be a little bit lighter in many cases and a little 1 inch shorter. And sometimes they're from 20 to 21 inches at the shoulder, and they can be from 48 to 52, 54. We typically find on the males out of this Tico lineage that they're larger males. And the Karoo line, the European line, which is Kai, the dog behind me, she's a little smaller. Kai, just hang on. Now, Varja, she has pups coming just like, they'll be just like Tico. She's one of the Norwegians that's bred now, and she's a half-sister to Tico, so they'll be just like him. Yeah, be phenomenal. Maybe he'll come over and say hello for 1 minute. Tico, come. Come. Just come. No. Well, that's a minute. We got it. We got it. We got a whole hello. All right. Wrap this up.